Today we're going to be going over 2 words that changed my life forever. And once you hear them, they'll change yours too. Most people spend their entire lives waiting for the right time, the right moment. But the truth is, the camera's already rolling. Your life is already started. And if you don't stop waiting, you're gonna miss it. Those 2 words, stop preparing. When I had first joined the military, I had been granted an extremely rare opportunity to do something that most people were not doing at the time. And I remember being very scared and honestly just very anxious and very stressed about the experience because it required additional training and a lot more tests than I had actually expected. And so I was freaking out. I was sitting there, I was talking to my dad one day and he just told me that I needed to stop preparing. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? That's counterintuitive, because usually whenever you're trying to sit there and get set up doing something new in your life, you want to be as prepared as possible to be able to tackle that challenge. Well, I had learned actually that was the best advice that I had been given, not just for that circumstance, but also the entirety of my life. But simply what stop preparing means is to get in the mindset and understand that the more you wait to feel ready, the more you'll convince yourself that you'll never be ready. And you know what? When he told me that, I realized he was right. I spent so much time trying to sit there and do things to convince myself that I was ready without understanding the fundamental thing, which was I already was ready. And the only thing that was holding me back was myself. Now there's another concept called the illusion of readiness. And what that essentially means is that your brain craves certainty, it craves control. And when it doesn't have those things, your brain freezes. But here's the good news. There's actually a way to break this cycle. The first thing is to understand that you have to stop waiting for the perfect time, because the perfect time does not exist. This is a fundamental truth, and the sooner you accept that, the sooner your life will become better. The sooner you take action on whatever it is that is keeping you up at night, you realize that you learn as you go. And there's something beautiful about just the process of doing things sometimes. At the end of the day, progress is better than perfection. The second thing is to take small and imperfect steps. Maybe start with taking your big end goal and breaking it down into mini goals to ultimately bring you to the actual goal you're wanting to accomplish. And there's actually a lot of studies that show this. If you break those bigger goals into smaller ones, it actually increases your rate of success by about 42%. So the thing is, you need to focus on progress and not perfection. Tip number 3 is to just trust the process, as well as the fact that most people quit before they're actually about to succeed. But the truth is, you're a lot closer than you think. The key is to keep showing up every single day. Now here's the truth. Life is unfathomably short. I was once asked in a meditation exercise to close my eyes and envision myself on my deathbed. And while that is very extreme, I learned a few things from that exercise. One of them being that I would not be happy with the life that I was living. And that for me was enough reason for me to start changing my life and start pursuing my dreams every single day. So I ask you the same thing. If you were on your deathbed right now and I asked you if you're happy with the life you lived, would you say yes? If not, maybe it's time to start being proud of the story that you were writing every single day, because most people spend their lives in rehearsal. They're constantly waiting, they're preparing, but the camera's always rolling and your life is already happening. And the only way to make sure that you don't have any regrets is to stop preparing and start living. Now, if this video resonated with you and you feel like you're ready to stop preparing and start living your life, go ahead, hit that like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget that I'm posting a video every single day of 2025. And you don't want to miss it. So definitely come along for the journey.